Thursday Thunder. We're back on a Thursday.
Yep.
Thursday the 28th of February and day 5 of our heat wave in Adelaide.
It is a heat wave, isn't it?
Well, it has been. It's been over 35 degrees since Sunday. And tomorrow's meant to be 40, Saturday's meant to be 41. So it'll be 7 days of over 35 degrees. Well, it's actually over 36 because I don't think it's gotten any less than 36 degrees.
No, it was like, well, I got to like 24 last night, which was good.
Well, that's during the night.
Yeah, it was still good. It was still a good night's sleep.
Yeah. So, yes, Adrian.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm great.
1 week back post-holiday?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hangover's gone?
Yeah, I'm back up 500 grams though, which is good. Eating properly, or eating in a routine again, training again, so weight's slowly coming back on in a good way. Very. Yeah, very. It's like I'm just starting out again. My chest is so sort of touch and my hamstrings, my legs. Walking was a pain. Yeah. But it comes with the territory, I suppose.
Yep.
Yeah. But other than that, shoulder feels great, back feels good, knees feel good.
So you're sort of prepping now?
I started for September.
Yeah?
Yeah. So sort of like building up calories and then I cut it back down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Fun and excitement. Like when everyone else was having pizza, I was having eggs. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's full-on contest season now. We'll talk about that in a second. But I have been doing 10,000 steps a day.
Good.
Or trying to do 10,000 steps a day. Again, this is something that I've sort of been advocating to people that if you want to lose body fat, start moving.
Yep.
And a good way to start moving is to just use a tracker, which your iPhone has got trackers now and everything, and try to do 10,000 steps a day. So I thought I would, instead of preaching it, I would try it myself. And you know that 10,000 steps is a lot.
I know. Oh, I know.
It's a lot. The only way I can do 10,000 steps a day is by at least doing 5,000 in a walk in the morning.
Yep.
And then during the day, I make sure I'll park my car away in the furthest corner of a car park.
Yep.
And if I don't do that, I won't get them in.
Nah.
So I've been doing it pretty well for a week. Yeah, I started last Wednesday, because Wednesday is my sort of check-in for all my things. And I actually put on a little bit of weight, but my body fat percentage dropped to %.
Well, there you go. That's good.
Yeah. But I'm not saying that that's what happened actually, because I want to do it for another week and then just back it up to see if that stays the same or changes.
That was one thing I stuck to while I was on holiday. The minute we left the hotel, I'm like, right, we cannot come back here until we've done more than 10,000 steps. Because I know we'll be eating a lot. So let's do something to somewhat equalize it again.
So I worked out 10,000 steps is around about just over 7 kilometers. I have to move during the day to get 10,000 steps. Yeah, so it's a lot. Like I had one of my wife's friends said, I do 20,000 steps just around the home.
Yeah.
And bullshit.
No, bullshit.
Yeah, bullshit. Because just to do 10,000 is you have to move a lot. Now, if you've got a physical job, like say you're on the tools or something, it's most really quite easy.
Yeah.
And when I was actually here while you were away, I found it was quite easy that I would only have to do maybe a good 4,000 in the morning, go for a walk, and I would do 3,000 to 4,000 around the gym.
Yeah.
Vacuuming, getting up, putting stuff away, doing a bit of cleaning here, and just moving up around the gym. It was amazing. I'd rack up like about 4,000, and that would leave me 1,000 steps to do when I got home.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I do just a bit of gardening around the home or whatever, and wandering around, and I'd rack up that 10,000. But since you've come back, it's a lot harder. I have to actually do more in the morning, give myself a good 5,000, 6,000 in the morning. Otherwise, I would struggle to get the 10,000 without going on another long walk at night.
Yeah.
So that's a good way to start if you want to drop a little bit of body fat. Just get your body moving, track it, and try to get to that 10,000 or more steps a day. And you're on to a good start.
I think the World Health Organization says minimum 10,000 steps a day just for average people. That counts as like activity.
That's right.
So
yeah,
that's half an hour, I suppose.
10,000 is a lot.
It is.
Yeah.
And when you put it into perspective, it doesn't seem like a lot, but when you start walking, you just say you did like a half an hour, 5 minute walk, it's like I've done 6,000.
That's right.
That was a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it creeps up on you.
Exactly right. So try that, just a bit of a tip. Adam Downing recommends that to his clients as his cardio. He tells them not to do necessarily cardio, but just rack up 10,000 minimum steps.
Yeah.
All right, so as we mentioned before, contest season is well and truly upon us. It started here in Australia with the IFBB Arnold Classic qualifiers. So last weekend we had the Victoria and the New South Wales, and in Victoria Jake Nikolopoulos was the big winner. But what was really interesting was they didn't have an overall, whereas they had an overall in Perth. But then they didn't have an overall in Victoria, and then the next day was the New South Wales, and they had overalls in New South Wales.
I did notice. Like, I thought my brain skipped something. Like, was there an overall there?
Yeah.
But so there wasn't. No
overalls in Victoria, which is really weird. But then every other state has had overalls so far. But Jake would have won the Vics. He looked really, really good. But the big talking point was New South Wales. Was the big comeback of Adelaide's very own Nick Jones to the stage. And you saw the photos? Nick absolutely dominated that class.
Didn't he win the overall for the entire show?
He won the overall for the Classic Physique.
Classic,
Yeah, so because there was about 3 different classes, the Classic Physique. So he won the overall Classic Physique. Now, he would have pushed the overall winner in bodybuilding. I think. You know, even though he weighed in at 82.5 was his cutoff weight, and he weighed dead in on at 82.5 the day before.
The morning.
So he would have most probably been 85 on stage because he looked really full and round. And the difference between Nick and the rest of the competitors was just light and day. If you noticed the density, the hardness Nick had, the grainy, you know, the maturity, exactly right. You could see that he was standing against guys that have been training for 3 to 5 years versus his 30 years.
But you would expect nothing less though.
No.
Nick.
It was interesting. You remember the podcast I did where Nick said he has to win.
He has to win,
and he did. He won. Now, there's been 3 so far qualifiers, and nobody in Classic Physique out of those 3 shows would beat Nick.
No.
So we've got Queensland and South Australia to go. So I'm going to predict that Nick Jones will win his Classic Physique Pro card.
And be a pro at 47.
He'll be an IFBB Classic Physique Pro at 47 years old at the Arnold Classic.
But again...
But that's based on only who he's beaten so far. You know, the Arnold Classic is an international contest, so there could be any freak coming from overseas, and a lot of times these Korean guys that are just nuts come over. So, but I'm still going to say that Nick's going to win his Classic Physique.
I was talking to Jake the other day about it. He's like, oh, do you think you could beat him? Like, people could beat him, but like you said, muscle maturity and grainness comes
not only
with
that,
age.
His presentation was classic all the way through. All his posing, everything was this. Nick did his homework. And you could see, whereas all the other guys didn't. You know. And that's what Classic Physique is. It's meant to be classic posing and everything, you know, and he did that.
And Nick's always been an amazing poser. Like going back to like some of the DVDs we have here at the gym, like the Natural Invention one, and
that's right.
The posing was like mirror. You could put them together, it's exactly the same. So
So it was good to watch. I watched his routine. If you go to actually Nick Jones World Champion on Instagram, or then the Gentech Nutrition Instagram page, there will be links to lots of photos, and you can see with Nick and his posing routine and everything. So he did really well. And speaking of that show, Justin Vessel's guest post, and he made an announcement that he's competing in another pro show. He's competing in the New Zealand Pro, not this weekend, but the following weekend, in the 212s.
In the 212s.
So he has been able to, he always said he competed at about 97, 98. And the 212 cutoff is 96. So he's obviously going to suck down to 96. Now what's really interesting, is that Aaron Polides is competing in the same show. And you've seen pictures of Aaron?
Yes.
Aaron is at the moment sitting on about 96 and a half, 97. So he's just got to drop a little bit of water and he'll be right bang on the 212, 96 kilo cutoff. Now, 18 months ago, you would have gone, Justin's going to beat Aaron.
Yeah.
Now, fuck, I don't know. You seen Aaron's photos?
I've seen a lot of
Aaron
photos.
looks now like a legitimate 212 pro.
Yeah. There was actually, I think Flex Looks actually commented on one of his things like, he's like, that's a...
Yeah.
So that must have been a huge...
He does. And I think, a year ago, Aaron would have been worried about Justin competing, but I don't think Aaron's worried about Justin competing.
No, it's going to be a good show though.
Pound for pound, Aaron has got twice as much more muscle than Justin Bessels.
But
because of his height.
Yeah. But what Justin has above everyone else is that condition he can get.
Is that ridiculous stupid condition?
Going to be...
that being said, Aaron's condition is pretty good.
No, it's not to sneeze at.
No. Yeah. So it'll be interesting. So there's 2 Australians will be competing in that 212 Pro, and there's a good chance we're going to win this show. And one of these guys is going to, in their first pro show, qualify for the Olympian.
That'd be good to see.
Yeah.
It'd be good to have another Australian, an Aussie in the 2-on-2.
That's right.
Division.
So exciting stuff. Now the Arnold Classic USA is on. So the first IFBB Pro League Pro Show is on, and that is always the Arnold Classic in Columbus, Ohio. Now I've got the list here.
Yep.
So I'll just read through. The whole list is William Bonac, Rafael Brando, Brandon Curry, Charles Dixon, Steve Kuklo, Josh Lenartowicz, Victor Martinez, Cedric McMillan, Luke Sandow, Mikhail Volokin, Akim Williams and Rolly Winkler. So, shall we do our top 5?
Yep.
Alright. So I'm going to go for Rolly Winkler to win, with Josh second. But really, it could go either way.
Either way, yeah.
Yeah, but I'll just say with Rolly, with his momentum coming from the Olympia, I'd say Rolly Winkler first, Josh Leonardo was second, Cedric McMillan third, William Bonac fourth, only because I think William will just get outsized.
Yeah.
We're just going to get outsized. Brandon Curry in fifth and Luke Sandow making the sixth. Look, Victor Martinez is a dark horse there to make the top 5. I think he's a little bit just past his prime, yeah. And Akim Williams is also a dark horse to make the top 6. So, who have you got?
Well, I've gone Josh first and Rolly second. Just because Josh has his, while Rolly, yes, he doesn't have momentum coming from Olympia, he can go either way. Like, he can either come in...
Josh Lenartowicz currently is the biggest bodybuilder in the world.
Yeah.
And he's sitting at that 270 mark, and he'll be just under on the stage.
So that's why I'm thinking Josh going to win, then Rolly second. I went Bonac third because I like Bonac.
Yep.
I like the short, nutty guys.
Yeah.
Brandon Curry in fourth just because he's just looking phenomenal. Then I've got Cedric in fifth and Victor Martinez in sixth.
Okay.
So I think I've seen a few...
See, Cedric is such a hit or miss.
Yeah.
I know I've got him in third place, but the guy can come in fat and smooth and just look horrible, or he can win the whole thing like he did 2 years ago.
Yeah. But some pictures of Victor are looking really good as well.
Yeah.
Like the best he's looked in a few years. So that's why he's up there. But yeah, I haven't been coming in as sixth.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope Josh wins. Like, straight up, I hope Josh
Look,
wins.
of course we do. And he's actually touted as a favourite on a lot of sites. Even RX Muscle, Dave Palumbo has actually got him as a guy to win this show. So it'll be really, really interesting. So that is on this weekend. It'll be Sunday morning our time. If you just look up Arnold Classic, there is a live stream. I can't remember who's doing it.
If it works this year.
Well, I'm sure they'll have that.
I hope it's iHerb again.
It's not iHerb. So just look it up. So it'll be live streamed, and it's usually around about that 11 o'clock, 10 to 11 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. So that's Saturday Columbus time.
Good.
Yeah. So check it out. All right. That's about it. You got anything else?
Nope. Good on that.
No. We'll just do some just a quick housekeeping. So we got the ICN posing classes. Don't forget, they are now on every weekend. Check out the ICN Instagram page, ICN South Australia Instagram page and Facebook page for times and locations. And competitors, if you are watching this, please, for goodness sake, start getting your entries in. It's funny, competitors, you know, they do all this, they get ready for a comp and they don't do their entries. And as a promoter, it's the most frustrating thing, you know. Just get your entries in. The first ICN show is on this weekend in Melbourne. The ICN rookie titles, and they have got like 130 individual entries with about just 360 stage appearances.
That'll be a long day.
So big show. So well done to ICN Victoria. And don't forget, this Saturday is Super Saturday.
Yes.
So we've got Super Saturday at all locations in Salisbury, Millswood, and here at the gym. It's 15% off all subs. And even at the gym, we're doing 15% off on our 1 year, 12-month membership, which comes down to about $425.
$424.15, so $425.
$425 for 12 months, including full 24-hour access, no other fees, no joining fees, no key fees. That's it, one price to pay. Come and check it out. So, you know, if you're sick of being in people's Instagram stories and videos, come and check us out.
Yeah.
That's about it. Nothing else?
Nothing else. Nothing at all.
Nothing to add?
No.
Alright guys, thanks for tuning in again. We'll be back next week. Don't forget, if you want us to cover any topics, just hit us up on social media. Send us a message, DM us, comment, anything, and we will try to answer it.
Yep.
Next week we'll come back and we will do a rundown on the Arnold Classic, obviously, and hopefully we will be announcing that Josh won.
Yeah.
And qualify for the Olympia. If he finishes top 3, I think the top 3 at the Arnold Classic Ohio qualify for the Olympia. So I think he's got that in the bag. He'll qualify for the Olympia. But he's then going along and he's doing the Arnold Australia, and then he's doing Arnold Brazil.
Yeah, he always does Brazil, doesn't he?
No,
with Australia,
no, first time he's done it.
Ah, well, there you go.
Yep. And that's it. Thanks guys, and we shall see you guys next week. This episode was brought to you by Australian Muscle and Australian Muscle the Gym. Check us out online at australianmuscle.com.au with
Australia-wide delivery for free.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.